Hey everyone, this is Marcia O'Connor, CEO and founder of the O'Connor Group. We are here about top three. Top three is, entrepreneurs share their secrets and their mistakes. And I think a lot of times there is a falsehood about entrepreneurship that it's easy and it's so much fun. It is fun, but I don't think it's easy. And you're going to hear experiences from a variety of individuals who are either just starting out in their careers or have been doing it for several years or have a solo entrepreneurship or have partners and have a big team. And I think you need to hear all those experiences to help you become a better entrepreneur as well. So sit back, enjoy, be careful if you're driving right now, and welcome to Top 3.
Marcia, hi.
Meg, long time no see.
Long time no see. I'm so excited to talk to you about Shadow Her.
Shadow Her is going to be so amazing. So it's all coming together.
Tell me about it.
Okay. So Shadow Her was an idea that came about from a conversation that I was having with my mentors, which is Jeff Hoffman. And Jeff is like the ultra entrepreneur out there who helps out so many other entrepreneurs. And we were just chatting and he said, Marsh, you really love helping specifically women entrepreneurs. Like, you run a really successful business, you know what you're doing. It would be great if people could just shadow you of how you do your processes. Mm-hmm. And I said, oh my gosh, yeah, that's a great idea. And so by the end of that conversation, in that evening, by the way, I already wrote, I went on domains and I said shadowher.com is open and hence Shadow Her has been born. And then you had to put the plane ride home was actually me writing out the entire plan of it. And I still have that book about exactly what it looks like and my speakers and all. So it is a 6-month coaching process for women entrepreneurs that are basically under $1 million in sales. And it's either $100K or higher up to $1 million. And they're basically granted to be a partaker of this group that they have to pay a small fee for, which they get back at the end when they graduated. But the idea is to coach them through finance and operations and HR, and it's 4 hours at a time, bringing in some coaches and all, and showing them basically what you should be looking for, what to ask, where to go, giving them basically that boundary of a little bit of a help here and there. But the idea is that they get access to a really, really strong, significant speakers out there who've done it really well. Mm-hmm. And at the very end, they get an option to basically go into a program like EO has a great program called Accelerators, mm-hmm. which helps individuals who are under $1 million get into a team to help them really hit that sales goal of over $1 million. Yeah. I'm more of the process steps basically to give them an idea of what to do, where to go, how to do all these pieces. And then EOA is more of a different group, which is also scaling up, sure. As we know what Cheryl Beth does. And they do very similar things, but really trying to help them, get to that $1 million level and higher. And they just need a little bit more TLC. Mm-hmm. I think it's a little harder for the female than it is the guy. I mean, no offense to the guys out there, but I do think we're thinking about dinner. We're thinking about the birthday presents. We're thinking about, oh my God, my daughter's sick today. I shouldn't be here. I need to get home early, take care of all these things, and run a business. Yep. Very difficult to do. And so I think they get to a level where they don't think that they're worthy of achieving higher because they're a parent and they're a caregiver and they don't deserve to be there as well. And I disagree with that. Yep. I think it's mind over matter. I think given the right skills and opportunity that they can do that, and we're going to help them get there.
Love the idea. I love the thought of the process piece of it. Isn't there a stat that, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't it only 4% of female entrepreneurs make it past the $1 million mark? Or what is that percentage?
It ranges. It's back and forth. I believe it's 4% of entrepreneurs only make it over $1 million. Yeah. Overall. Yeah. 2% of that, only 2% of that whole thing of women. Wow. Basically make it over that $1 million. Wow. And so to me, there's got to be a way to change that. Mm-hmm. And, I think there's options to do all that. It is really hard because we put so much stress on ourselves because, like I said, we want to be mom. We want to be the caretaker. We want to take care of all those things. It is really hard to do that. And I've been there, mm-hmm. handling my son, my husband, my dad, yep. And now it's like everything is in my son's in college. My dad has unfortunately passed away. My husband's self-contained. So now I can really focus on the company, but it is easier, yep. To do that. And I don't think a lot of women give themselves enough credit to even start a business is so incredibly hard and so courageous.
Yeah.
It is not easy.
What would you say was the game changer in your business from a process standpoint? Like, what are things that you can instill in these upcoming female entrepreneurs?
One of them was process. EOS to me was huge.
Yep.
You know, when I met with Hank O'Donnell, my coach for EOS,
And EOS is,
Entrepreneur Operating System.
mm-hmm.
Ironically enough, when I sat down, I wasn't even sitting down thinking that he had a process like that. It was truly a networking conversation. And literally after we had that 45-minute conversation, I said, oh my God, I need that system. I've been looking for that. I had a piece here, 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 but it wasn't wrapped together.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, no, we do all that and put it all together, which is great. Now, EOS is very different than scaling up, I find. And scaling up is great for strategy. It's great for taking that next level where you're going to go. EOS to me was that structure that I needed to basically make this all work together. And then you had to teach your team.
Yep.
And you had to figure out, do you have the right people in the right seats? And that was also painful. I didn't. And so I had to have hard conversations. And I believe today I do have the right people in the right seats. And you could see once you do, the process just flows and smooths. And
Mm-hmm.
sales is where it should be. And this is where marketing is where it should be. And then, you know, the actual practice basically is taken off really rapidly because everybody knows what their role is and how they add value to the company.
Yeah.
So it's a game changer for us.
And what other things, so you're going to talk about for the Shadow Her program, you're going to help them with process and procedure. What about speaking events, like getting your name, your brand out there? Is that something that you feel like, you know, females struggle with from their business perspective?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, most of the time you'll see if you get a female event, a lot of them don't like evening events because it interferes with dinner.
Sure.
Right. And a lot of them don't like breakfast events because it interferes with them dropping off their kids. You know, so you have to be cognizant of what really works for the female side of the house. So I try to have, like, if there's a panel conversation or a lunch, it's a lot easier for them to do that, but they have to get themselves out there. They have to be that subject matter expert. They have to go on LinkedIn. I mean, you don't have to spend a fortune when you first start off. You don't. And we're going to teach these entrepreneurs what that looks like and what to do and how to do it. You know, how to use an Excel spreadsheet to your advantage and send out holiday messages with it and do it with a merge email where it's personalized to each person. It's as if someone said, hey, I wish I would have known that 20 years ago. Well, we're trying to say, hey, we're teaching you now so that you can get ahead of the game.
Yeah. How you can maximize marketing if you don't have that many employees yet.
Yep.
There's a lot of things. Are you taking sponsors for Shadow Her?
Great question. We are. We're taking only 6 sponsors
Okay.
with us. I'm pretty sure I have 2 already. And the idea is basically that money is actually going to go towards not only the speakers, but also the supplies that we're going to give out to the members. So we're going to only take 6 people in for the first round of October.
Okay.
And the website goes live, I would say, first week in November. So we're real excited about it. We're taking applications. They have to fill an application now. And then we're picking the best 6 people, excuse me, to basically partake in it. And the first class is actually on January 18th.
It's great. I think I know someone for you.
Yeah, I hope you do.
When do applications open?
They open up beginning November and they close the end of November.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're really
Fantastic.
excited about that. But the idea is we're trying to get people primarily more in the, as much as we can in the tri-state area just to kick it off, to start it.
Yeah.
We realize it's going to grow to other locations and all, but we really want to focus on this area first and then go from there just to get them together because I think it's more of a camaraderie if you can get them together in a room versus on Zoom.
Yep. And when I asked you before, what's next for you? This is what's next for you.
Yep.
Like this is the missing, you know, there's so much growth in this area specifically, of course, lots of other entrepreneurial hotspots.
Yep.
But I think the coaching piece is missing for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And so this is going to be a fantastic program and I'm super excited for you.
Thanks. You'll be included in many ways. So I hope you say that in 6 months. So
Don't you worry, I'm on board for anything.
yeah, you always are, which is so great with this whole team. But it's going to be a lot of fun and making another impact out there. And it's just helping else. And I told Hoffman, I said, give me 1 year.
Yeah.
So this was last April that we had this conversation. And I said, So here we are, and we have it all like planned out. Still working on a few more speakers and all.
Awesome.
But I can't wait to say, okay, a year from now, because he's gonna be one of my speakers
Yep.
for the closing to basically welcome everybody into the group. So excited about it.
So great.
And I said, just give me a year, but this is gonna happen. So
Awesome.
here we are.
You're
But
almost
yeah,
there.
it's almost there. Pretty cool.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks for being a part of the team.
Of course.
Of course. See you soon.
See you soon.